tonight against the highly paid stars of England. He's played hundreds of games here, of course, for Linfield, but none surely bigger than this for his country. Billy Bingham's options have been reduced by injuries, so he's packed his midfield with our recalls for David McCreary of Newcastle United and David Campbell, currently on loan from Notts Forest to 3rd Division Notts County. Norman Whiteside, who's by no means fully fit, may also drop into midfield, leaving Kevin Wilson of Ipswich Town as a solitary striker. In the England defence, there's another chance for Southampton's transfer listed Mark Wright. Many of the top clubs will be taking a close look at him, like Manchester United's Alex Ferguson, who's here this evening. Wright returns in place of the injured Tony Adams of Arsenal. Gary Mabbutt is in midfield for his Spurs teammate Glenn Hoddle. The two changes forced upon manager Bobby Robson. Two milestones this evening. Arsenal's Kenny Sansom wins his 75th cap and is Terry Butcher's 50th appearance. Gary Mabbutt there, who scored one of the goals against Yugoslavia in the 2-0 win at Wembley. Coming in for Glenn Hoddle tonight. Norman Whiteside was doubtful with a groin injury, and all Northern Ireland fans will be hoping he's fully fit. Whether he makes it through the 90 minutes or not, we'll have to wait and see. The referee tonight, Emilio Soriano from Madrid in Spain. He's refereed in the 1st Division over there, of course, and indeed will know Gary Lineker very well indeed. He refereed a couple of Barcelona games inside the last month. Great atmosphere here tonight at Windsor Park. One of the biggest crowds I've seen for many's a year. So England set this game in motion, playing in the white shirts from right to left. Fine evening, dry and not too much breeze, and the pitch very good condition. The rain has left just a bit of give in it. All Northern Ireland fans here tonight, of course, coming here hoping for a victory over the old enemy. The 96th meeting of the two countries. Northern Ireland have won only 6 of those. The last win way back in 1972, 1-0 at Wembley. You may remember Terry Neal got the goal. Our last win in Belfast, we have to go back 60 years to 1927. England, of course, the firm favourites here this evening. 2 wins from their 2 games, and everybody's favourites to qualify for the finals next year in West Germany. Northern Ireland with just the 1 point, of course, from their 2 games. They lost to England at Wembley by 3-0. Then they had that 0-0 draw in Turkey. Battle of the 2 small men there. McCreary winning and finds Gary Fleming. David Campbell, handed over by Kenny Sansom. Number 2, Fleming. Number 7, Campbell. Campbell with the kick. Away by Viv Anderson. Maldonaghy. Wide, Worthington. They're queuing up in the middle. But good defensive work by Terry Butcher. England manager Bobby Robson. Worthington. Across. But some pushing in there. And the referee quick to spot it. Steve Hodge. Looks for Beardsley. McCreary. Kevin Wilson. Nigel Worthington. Push in the back, and Kevin Wilson from Mark Wright. Donaghy. Donaghy and Worthington worked well together in the friendly last month in Israel when Northern Ireland drew 1-1. Touch for George Dunlop. And what a big night it is for the 30-year-old Linfield goalkeeper. Whiteside knocks it on. Campbell. Fleming. There's space. Kevin Wilson. Worthington. Wilson. Good save from Shilton. Shilton had to be smart there. Telling his defenders to cool it, but this is a good start from Northern Ireland. Beardsley finds Hodge. Tries to set Lineker through, but cut out by McDonald, who looks for Wilson. Free kick given to Northern Ireland. The foul on Kevin Wilson, the man whose mother was born in Dungiven, earned him the right to play for Northern Ireland, his second cap tonight. It will be Nigel Worthington, away by Robson. But here's Campbell. Worthington in. And wide of that goal mark. Good effort, though, from Nigel Worthington. Venturing forward from his midfield goal. Almost getting the first goal of the night. The cross from Campbell. The late run, but the header well past that post. Robson. And that was a half chance. It was a loose ball, and I think it was Brian Robson flashing it just wide. Alan McDonald. Forward. Kevin Wilson losing out to right. Viv Anderson forward to Lineker. Being well shadowed by John McClelland. Throw in goes to England, though. John McClelland captaining his country tonight for the 6th time in his 42nd appearance. So more pressure from England. In it goes, and that's in the net. It's Brian Robson. England hadn't really looked dangerous, but Brian Robson puts them in front in the 19th minute. The long throw. Butcher won it. Robson in there, and it beat George Dunlop. Billy Bingham, 58th game as manager tonight, seeing his side one down. Ramsey, Whiteside, Campbell. Curry having to chase. Whiteside, good turn. Looks for Wilson. Right. Wright and Shilton almost in a bit of a tangle there. Shilton none too happy. Wright didn't see Kevin Wilson stealing in at the back. Viv Anderson. McClelland again, getting in front of Gary Lineker. Mark Wright for England. Plenty of movement up front, but Wright decided to play it across to Butcher, and it's with Sansom. Looking for Lineker again. McDonald this time in the way. Brian Robson. A miscue by Fleming. After all that, it's with Waddle. Robson in space, the control good. And a good save in the end from Dunlop. Good play, though, from the England skipper. And a sign there of just how dangerous he can be. Good save from George Dunlop. There's the chance. Good control from Robson, but good goalkeeping from Dunlop with his feet. Beardsley with the corner. Shortman to Hodge. Beardsley. Kenny Sansom. Plenty of Englishmen forward. Nigel Worthington. Finding a way past Anderson. And again. That was Mabbutt flashing that one just wide. So in the closing minutes of this first half, more pressure from England. We had the chance just before from Robson. That's Mabbutt, but no danger in the end. Dunlop aiming at a crowded centre circle. Gary Fleming with the throw. Wide side. Good skills from the big man. Gave it away, though. Misunderstanding with David Campbell. McClelland finds Fleming. Beardsley. Wide is Waddle, forward is Lineker. Waddle, the shot, and the goal. 2 minutes before half-time, and it's 2-0 to England. George Dunlop disappointed, but a good curling left foot shot from that man there, Chris Waddle. The ball was played wide. Always, it seems, he moves onto the left foot. There he goes, and the shot was perfect. We are now 2 minutes into injury time in this first half, but not any longer. The referee brings it to an end. A bright start by Northern Ireland, but then England hit 2 goals. Brian Robson, the captain, he got the first after 19 minutes, his 19th international goal. And then just 2 minutes before half-time, Chris Waddle grabbed his second. Leaving a half-time scoreline here at Windsor Park, Northern Ireland 0, England 2. We'll be back with the second half. Join us again in a couple of minutes. Welcome back then at the start of this second half of this European Championship game at Windsor Park. Northern Ireland trailing to England by 2-0. Welcome back then to Windsor Park for the second half of this European Championship game. A substitution in the English side, Chris Woods coming out in place of Peter Shilton. Peter Shilton not feeling too well apparently. He had a flu bug yesterday, obviously feeling the effects. George Dunlop out for Northern Ireland, but Chris Woods now in the English goal, winning his 7th cap tonight. And we now have 2 Glasgow Rangers players in the English side, Chris Woods and Terry Butcher, of course. Robson for England, looking for Lineker, but again cut out by McClelland. Offside against Norman Whiteside. Whiteside continues despite the fears about his fitness because of a groin injury. Terry Butcher brings it forward for England. Lineker having to come deep. Waddle. That's Kevin Wilson back there. Gives it away though. Mark Wright. Gives it to Waddle. He really has sparkled tonight. Scored the 2nd goal, of course, for England 2 minutes before half-time. And England well in command with that 2-goal lead. But Northern Ireland have played well at times. Indeed, Kevin Wilson had a chance early in the first half. They haven't really threatened the English goal. George Dunlop conceded 2 goals, but what a night for him, his 2nd cap. Butcher wins it. Up and under from McDonald. Butcher missed it the first time, but not the second. Gary Mabbutt on the run forward wins the header, but gives it to Dunlop. Whiteside up there, and along with Kevin Wilson, lone figures as Northern Ireland have packed the midfield. England were strong favourites tonight, of course, and at the moment, that's how it's turning out. Referee, I wondered what the problem was. Not too happy with the ball, it seems. Asking David Campbell. And they want a new ball, which is on its way. Great atmosphere tonight at Windsor Park. David Campbell confirming it's a free kick. Plenty of green shirts forward this time. Fleming over it. Campbell with the kick. Whiteside. Paul Ramsey going in there. But England get it away. Only as far as Fleming. To Campbell. Campbell looking for obstruction. Doesn't get it. Ramsey battling again with Brian Robson. McClelland forward, but much too long. And England will be very happy the way things are going at the moment. 2-0 up, and they must think on their way to the 3rd victory in 3 games in these European Championships. But here's Worthington. He's had a good game tonight. Mal Donachie, reliable as ever. Gary Fleming. Gets it back. Once again, no green shirts forward. And it's with Butcher. Butcher to Sansom. England quite happy to take their time, knock the ball about. Beardsley beating McClelland. Took a knock in the first half, but Peter Beardsley apparently 100% fit again. Worthington against Mabbott. Worthington wins with Whiteside, surrounded by white shirts. The late challenge from Ramsey on Anderson. And the free kick given quite dramatically by the referee. Steve Hodge. Brian Robson trying left side. Sansom trying to weave his way through. Lineker just too high. Dunlop has lost it. And the corner. So almost early problems for Northern Ireland in the second half. Sansom with the cross. Just too high for Lineker. Dunlop lost it, but in the end it went for the corner. Gary Mabbott with the throw for England. The long one. Away by MacDonald. The shot cleared. Beardsley. Robson forward. Lineker forward. But that's McClelland. And once again, no green shirts forward. Butcher to push the English forward again. Fitzwaddle. Lovely play. Beardsley gets it back. Looking for Anderson. Good ball. Good play from Anderson. Gary Mabbott. The chip. Waddle. But the green shirts get it away. David Campbell. Fleming. Whiteside. Ramsey to Worthington. To Donachie. Worthington crowded out. Kevin Wilson trying to turn, surrounded by white shirts. Whiteside. He too crowded out, and Robson gives it to Chris Woods. Two Manchester United men in the picture there. The happier, I would suggest, at this moment is Brian Robson. Out of your picture, Danny Wilson of Brighton is warming up for Northern Ireland. That's Danny Wilson, the Brighton midfielder. Could be joining the action very soon to win his third cap. Ramsey. Mal Donachie. In the end, it's the goal kick. But he's given everything tonight, Nigel Worthington. Has worked really hard. Chris Woods taken over from the Peter Shilton, who's feeling slightly ill, we're told. Sansom with the throw. Beardsley's flick, not finding Lineker. Kevin Wilson almost beating his former Ipswich teammate, Terry Butcher. Anderson finds Waddle. It's McCreary. White side. Once again, look at the white shirts. There was nowhere to go for Norman, but he wins the free kick. The England defence has looked suspect for the cross balls, but when Northern Ireland press forward, they really do close down very quickly. Northern Ireland forwards haven't had much room tonight at all. McDonald wins it. White side. Can he turn right? Bit of pushing from both, and it's right to get it away. Good defending from Mark Wright. Pushing from white side, the free kick given to England. Northern Ireland's last defeat here, in fact, was against England in 1985, February 1985, the World Cup qualifier, a Mark Hateley goal giving England a 1-0 lead. On a night when Northern Ireland had much of the play. Tonight, England have had most of the play, and they lead 2-0. Northern Ireland may be trailing 2-0, but still a great buzz in the crowd here tonight. And it's nice to see Windsor Park almost full. Referee having a quick word with Norman Whiteside. The foul on Brian Robson. Here's Waddle. Northern Ireland to make a substitution. The man going on, number 15, Danny Wilson of Brighton. Number 7 will be David Campbell of Notts County coming off. Fourth cap tonight for Campbell has ended, and on goes Danny Wilson to win his third cap. Another Anglo who qualifies for the green shirt because his mother was born in Londonderry. Terry Butcher. Plenty of white shirts forward. Sansom gives it away. Gets it back. And doing well. Lineker in the middle. Beardsley in the middle. Much too long. And away by Donachie. '48th cap tonight for Mal Donachie. And has he ever had a bad international? Query again on that near post. Anxious looks from Dunlop. Chris Waddle with the kick. Mabbott wins it. Lineker with the overhead. Danny Wilson winning the free kick. But almost more problems again for Northern Ireland. It all started with the corner kick from Waddle. Mavitt in, tried the overhead, away by McDonald, and in the end it was tidied by Danny Wilson, who won the free kick. Chris Waddle, bad ball though, gave it to McClelland, who in turn gave it to Mark Wright. After all that, it's with Donachie. Danny Wilson, Worthington to Fleming. Green shirts trying to push forward. The touch on by Whiteside. Was looking for Ramsey. Fleming forward again. In goes Whiteside. Won by Butcher. Danny Wilson doing well over there against Steve Hodge. Northern Ireland tonight missing a few of the regulars like Southampton striker Colin Clark, Brighton winger Stephen Penny and Newcastle winger Ian Stewart. Mavitt tripping Donachie. A chance for Northern Ireland to push forward. Just over 17 minutes gone of the second half. England leading by 2-0. McClelland, the captain, pushes forward, tries his luck. That's Waddle. It's a high one. Mavitt gets it away to Beardsley. The two Newcastle men together. Beardsley beating McCreary in the end. Chris Waddle. Good skills again from the big Spurs man. Butcher. Waddle. Sansom with space. Waddle. Lineker. The touch in there for Robson. Good move from England. The header in the end from Brian Robson. The England skipper who got the first goal tonight. The through ball from Waddle. Lineker got the touch, but well off target by Brian Robson. Sansom to push forward for England once again. Hodge. England 2 up and playing with great composure. The long ball from Butcher. Kevin Wilson back there. Gives it to Worthington. He gives a bad ball. Waddle drifts past players so easily. Lineker, acrobatics from him, but doesn't get the free kick. Alan McDonald. McDonald wins the free kick. Gary Lineker, 18 international goals in 21 games. An amazing strike rate. Mal Donachie forward. Throw in to Northern Ireland. Free kick given to England. Viv Anderson applauding the referee. Whiteside turning his man. Sansom forward for England. The knock-on from Beardsley. Lineker. Brian Robson. Good challenge by Danny Wilson. Brian Robson has had a terrible time with injuries, of course. Hamstring trouble, dislocated shoulder, but really back to his best, they say. And he's proving that tonight. 19th international goal tonight, becomes the current top scorer for England. Moved one in front of Gary Lineker. But both Lineker and Brian Robson a long way behind the England record in total, held by Jimmy Greaves, 49 goals. Donachie to Kevin Wilson. Worthington. Charged down by Anderson, who completes the clearance, and it's with Waddle. Two number 11s, and it's the white number 11 winning it. Waddle. Lineker and Beardsley in the middle. Gary Mabbutt. Anderson. Robson. Look at the space. Sansom. Peter Beardsley. The chip. Lineker. But the header straight at George Dunlop. But another good move from England. Lineker applauding the cross from Beardsley. It really is a good partnership. The cross from Beardsley, the header from Lineker, but straight at Dunlop. Halfway through the second half, it's still Northern Ireland 0, England 2. Danny Wilson did well. And there's a green shirt down on the other side. Dunlop kicks it out. The referee has now spotted the player. It's David McCreary, way over on the far side. And it's the right knee. Northern Ireland physio tonight, Jim McGregor of Manchester United, standing in for John McVeigh of Leicester City, who wasn't available. And Jimmy Nicholl of Glasgow Rangers warming up. Jimmy, he's missed the last 3 internationals. His last game, in fact, was at the World Cup finals against Brazil. If he comes on tonight, if Billy Bingham puts Nicholl on tonight, Nicholl will be winning his 74th international cap. But McCreary, the little battler, he'll not be giving up easily. He looks all right. Ready for action again is David. It's with Terry Butcher for England. Alan McDonald finds Danny Wilson. The challenge from Hodge. Paul Ramsey to Fleming. Much too long though. Ramsey gets it back. McCreary. Big Alan McDonald forward, and it's with Donachie. Donachie, the right foot! Good effort from Mal Donachie, who's yet to score for his country, but he wasn't too far away that time. Cuts inside Viv Anderson, favours the left foot, but takes it on. The shot with the right foot. Mark Wright looking for Lineker, but again cut out by McClelland. McClelland has done a good job tonight, policing the Barcelona striker. Waddle, Beardsley. Lineker's in the middle, gets the header in, safely into the arms of Dunlop, and in fact offside given. Butcher beating Whiteside. They've made the journey here tonight, and they'll have enjoyed it so far. Sansom. Almost getting himself into trouble, but gives it to Terry Butcher, who finds Wright. Mal Donachie. Whiteside. Kevin Wilson. Still Wilson. Ramsey being crowded out by white shirts though. Worthington. Ramsey. The ball wins, but he's battled hard tonight, Paul Ramsey, as indeed have all the Northern Ireland men. He's been amongst the goals this year with Leicester City. He's got 5 in the season, and in fact got 2 in his last games. Viv Anderson. Right to Butcher. Just over a quarter of an hour left. England leading 2-0. They're in no hurry. McDonald finds Whiteside, but it's with Waddle. Chance to break for England. Beardsley looks for the 1-2. Beardsley again. Still Beardsley. Well played by the Newcastle man, but too long for Brian Robson. Sansom. Ball beats Gary Fleming, and that is a corner to England. 15 minutes left. Peter Beardsley making his way across to take this corner kick. Terry Butcher forward, Viv Anderson forward. George Dunlop lost it, but gets the free kick. Almost a nasty moment for Dunlop. He's conceded 2 tonight, but quite an experience for the Linfield man. Almost had a bad moment here, though. Seemed to have it covered, dropped it, but feet up by Mabbutt, and the free kick given. McDonald gives it away to Hodge. Danny Wilson did well. Ramsey finds McCreary. Donaghy. Fleming wide. Donaghy goes on a run and wins the free kick. Donaghy feeling the left ankle slightly, but he's all right. Away come England again. Having to wait to get men forward. Here's one of them, Butcher. There's only Lineker in the middle. Here's Waddle. Hodge. Touched away by McClelland. But here's Lineker. Viv Anderson trying to burst through. And on the Spion Kop, trouble involving some of the crowd. A few missiles being thrown. It really is sad. There you can see it, the riot policemen in there. The English fans have such a bad history in international football. And tonight, it seems to have come to Belfast. Play goes on, and it's with Terry Butcher. Butcher forward, Mabbutt wins it, but away by McDonald. Whiteside. Gives it away though, it's with Sansom. Beardsley. Hodge. Looking for Lineker. Mark Wright gets it away. Free kick given to England. Coming up to 10 minutes left in this game. England very much in control, leading by 2-0. Meantime, the trouble goes on behind that English goal. But play continues. It really is a sad backdrop to modern-day football. Brian Robson, the nice chip forward. Viv Anderson gives chase, but so too does Nigel Worthington. Wins it in the end. McCreary to pick it up for Northern Ireland. Gary Fleming. Ramsey. Once again looking forward, not too many options. Forced to go back to Fleming. Obstruction given. And that trouble goes on behind the English goal. The police are in there trying to sort it out. Back in the pitch, the free kick to Northern Ireland with Gary Fleming. Whiteside charging into Mabbutt. There was a doubt about Whiteside's fitness, but with 8 minutes left, he's still there. Although on a night that England have really dominated, Whiteside has a little chance to shine up front. Sadly, chances for Northern Ireland have been few and far between. Gary Fleming. The 20-year-old has done well tonight. Forward by McDonald. It looks like Peter Beardsley down again. In fact, it's Gary Mabbutt. This is Beardsley. Waddle. Beardsley looking for Lineker, but only finds Dunlop. Won by Worthington. Donachie with the interception. He's had another good international, Mal Donachie. Brian Robson coming deep to pick it up. Forward by Butcher. Steve Hodge. Small man from Spurs against the big man from QPR. Sansom almost finding a way through, but it's a goal kick to Northern Ireland. Kenny Sansom almost causing a few problems. And order seems to have been restored now. Six minutes left. 2-0 to England. Terry Butcher. Mark Wright will give it to Chris Woods, who gives it to Viv Anderson. Waddle. Mabbutt on the run forward. Still Waddle. Robson finds Sansom. Away by McDonald. And the game now in its closing stages lost a bit of its tempo. Beardsley, nice first touch once again, finds Anderson. And out of shot, the Northern Ireland fans, some of them already making their way home. Disappointing night for them as their side trail to England. Sansom. Brian Robson. Butcher. Kenny Sansom. Chris Waddle. England, of course, content to push it around now. Here's Waddle. Sansom with space. Beardsley finds Waddle. Steve Hodge. Waddle. Beardsley. Still Beardsley. Running out of space though. Mark Wright. Gary Lineker. But Lineker hasn't really had much space tonight. Comes here with a big reputation. He's got 18 goals, international goals, 12 in his last 6 games, but none tonight. Steve Hodge, who's been busy tonight in midfield for England. Gary Fleming with the throw-in. Robson pushed by McCreary. A chance for England to push forward with less than 2 minutes left. Waddle. Beardsley tries the shot, but easy for Dunlop. But Peter Beardsley tried his luck. "25 yards through the players, but easy for Dunlop." Mal Donachie. Gary Fleming. Donachie looking for it. Cut out by Kenny Sansom. Only Lineker forward at the moment. Waddle arrives. Plenty of green shirts back now, and it's with Sansom. Waddle again. Viv Anderson pushing up there. Waddle tries the left foot. But again, straight at Dunlop. But he's had a good game tonight, Chris Waddle. We're in the last minute. Worthington. We're now coming up to the final whistle in this European Championship game. It must be said that it's been a comfortable win for England. They came here in good form, in good spirits. They've shown some of that form tonight. 2 goals in the first half. And it really was a game that England always looked like winning. Here's Whiteside though. Blocked by Wright, and again. And Whiteside did seem to be labouring there onto that through ball. Obviously feeling the effects of his groin injury, but he's played through the 90 minutes, which are now up. We're now half a minute into any time added on for injury. Worthington. Can Northern Ireland pull something out? And Donaghy was oh so close. He really gave it a go that time. The right foot again. Good effort, and tipped away by Chris Woods. Nigel Worthington. Danny Wilson. But well off cue. That's it. It's all over. Brian Robson, he put England in front with a goal in the 19th minute. Chris Waddle added a second in the 43rd minute. England 2-0 up at half-time, and after 90 minutes, they've won this European Championship game by 2-0. There's Chris Waddle. He got the second goal, and overall had a good game. Good comeback to the international scene by Brian Robson. And there are the two men who got the goals. Northern Ireland, well, they knew it would be hard, and that's how it turned out. The final scoreline then here at Windsor Park is Northern Ireland 0, England 2.
Yes, England winning 2-0.